Man, they ain't gonna like this, but.
Now, while we talk about, getting locked up, you end up doing some time, over some, whatever it was for, you know what I'm saying? But how did you get, if you could talk about it, how did you get into the UBN thing?
I always, growing up, hearing about it, I'd always knew that if I ever chose one, that'd be the one I choose out of the two factions, UBN and Bloodline. But when I was in the county jail, my reputation preceded me, and a lot of G homies approached me, like Bloodlines and UBNs. And a couple of dudes who I really looked up to, rest in peace, Roscoe from Nine Deuce Bishop, he's my rad, and a couple other homies, they had been checking my pedigree and been hearing about the noise I've been making on the west side, and I signed up on one end. That was in '88.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, when I talk to certain Damus, it's kind of frowned upon, I know as far as the ones I spoke to, like, hey, if we these bloods, we these bloods. You don't join other stuff, and they be, no disrespect, they be saying like no cut or whatever. So how did your hood receive it?
My hood didn't even know for a long time that I was from UBN, for one. But a lot of dudes that ain't what they call themselves uncut. I ain't cut, this strictly CPB or this strictly woo ain't cut. Okay, but all right, it ain't no slight against you, really. You're not understanding the honor it takes behind this. Some of you ain't worthy to get up under this, so you have been approached already. And it's, what I'm saying, it's just certain levels to this shit. And I'm not going to degrade 212 BLs. They got riders just like everybody else got riders or whatever. But you got to have a certain standard to be cut. You know what I mean? So I tell them, okay, you think you shooting an insult, but it ain't really, it ain't no insult. Mm-hmm. I'm looking like, nigga, oh yeah, you ain't cut because, nigga, we don't want you to be cut. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't an approaching you. And I mean, and then you got some hoods that look negative at it, but it's more to what they see, but you don't know. And since you don't have the knowledge of what it's really about, you try to shoot slugs at it. Because you don't know what our Constitution is. You don't know what it means. You know what I mean? You don't know nothing about it. All you know is, oh, you from UBN, or you from here. But each Constitution is different. There's rules and regulations that you have. It ain't nothing about just being a man. Just being a man. That's all.
For sure. Now, if we could talk about, lightly, man. I know last time we said it's kind of impossible to squash the beef with the Weirdos. And that riffraff was kind of caused in the last episode, man. But do you kind of see it slowing down between y'all?
Yes, it's slowing down to a minimum because they ain't coming outside and playing.
Oh, man.
I mean, it got to be cut down if you ain't coming outside and playing. We just had a big old Inglewood function at the beach 2 weeks ago. They couldn't even come out and have fun with a bunch of Inglewood dudes. Come kick it. Have fun. They didn't come. They were invited, but they didn't come. So yeah, slow down.
All right, for sure.
How can you gangbang against a ghost? Don't be mad at me, man. Remember, I'm not in the front line, man. Please don't do nothing to me. Please, y'all. I mean, I understand y'all killers and gangbangers. Don't do nothing to me, man. I'm just an author, man.
For sure.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Who was your influence growing up that made you want to lace your chucks, and why?
Oh, that's
like a hood trophy in the neighborhood that everybody just was attracted to, whether he was a killer or he was a dude getting money. What made you want, like, man, I gotta lace these chucks up?
Man, they ain't gonna like this, but my one homie, the first homie, he rest in peace, my homie Pookie. Just everything about him exuded straight gangster. I mean, this was in the days we got the long perm, the bebop hat, the Stacys, the Romeos, G'd up. He stayed directly across the street from me. So I used to look out my window in the morning and see if he had on a brown khaki suit. I would go get my brown khaki suit and come out, and then he'd be like, "No, you always," you know. And then one morning he caught me. I was peeking out, and he looked at me like, that was my G homie. He got killed in '81. That was the first homie I lost from my neighborhood. And that, if any influence, that was the initial influence at a young age. Like I say, I was knowing him from the time I was 8 until he got killed when I was 11. That was the primary one, and as time grown, these two dudes, they're killing. But Big Mike from Inglewood family, that was one of my role models as far as this gangster. And then Kenny, you know, from Inglewood family, 7-7. And then you got Kenny Boy from Crenshaw Mafia. That's my general. That's my big bro. Just watching these dudes gave me, like, yeah, this is what I'm finna model my gangster behind. And I feel as time got passed by, I got molded by a little G's from everywhere. And I used to take the knowledge that I got from all these G's from other hoods and try to instill this into my little homies so that I know this is how you be. Because I got, like I say, Inglewood families, Nelly, Abe, rest in peace. You know, and then I got Papa T from the families, the neighbors. I got Killer Wack and Coco. Then you go to the Nellas, J-Rock and Smeed. Then you come over to my hood even. I got my homie Gambone and my homie Siggy Loco. You know what I mean? I got a little bit of everywhere as far as Inglewood. Then I got outside presence from like Big Deuce from Nine Deuce, Big Chaos from Nine Deuce Bishop, Feel Good from Nine Deuce Bishop, Roscoe from Nine Deuce Bishop, Bonnie Hunter Spud, rest in peace, Pico from Bounty Hunter, Bolo from Bounty Hunter D. Then you know I got Rouge, my rads from Gangster Nate, all the way down to Puddin'. I got a lot of game from everybody in Compton when I was in the module. And like I used to just be in there like a little siphon, just listening, sucking up this gangster from a little bit of everybody. And that, to me, that's what helped. I already had it inside of me, so it just helped me be a little bit more broader, because people really don't understand the not only the knowledge, the survival tactic, or just the overall intelligence that has to come along with this game, man. People don't even realize, because they don't give us, you know, we're killers and game bangers and we don't know no better. But we're actually strategics. You know what I mean? You're planning on how to move something. You're planning on how to get this situation so you can get these drugs to do whatever you got to do. You're planning, sitting back and laying out the landscape on who is who can do what, how to move here. You're thinking. And what the OG homie used to always say, learn to play chess. Once you learn how to play chess, you're going to learn the game of life, because this is life. You got to try to always be 3 moves ahead of this. Then you apply your chess game to these streets. You know that you got to have a proper stash in your car for your pistol in case you get pulled up for the ones. You're preparing. Chess is all about being 3 moves ahead of your next man. So I know I'm going to go from here to Compton to pick up this work. I got my stash under there. I got my route over there. I know the one time be floating up and down Rosecrans around this time. So what I'm going to do is back up and go to the 710, take the 710 to the 105, 105 to the hood. You're being strategic. You're planning. It's a lot that comes with this gangbanging that people don't really take for granted. And that's what I appreciate most about all my G-Owners.